Once on This Island is about a young peasant girl, Timoon, who starts off as an orphan but is saved by an older couple, Tauntaun and Mama Yurli, and they raise her. And she knows that she's destined for some greater purpose in life. And one day she realizes that she's destined to save this boy, Daniel.
He crashes his car and Timoon saves him, and he's rich and she's poor, so it's really about breaking all boundaries and coming together no matter how rich or poor you are, what your race is. It's just about community.
I did the show a long time ago, and it was such a powerful experience that I am still friends with the students that I worked with, to the point where I've been to their weddings and I've been to the birth of their little kids, you know, the baptisms, etc. They have, you know, just such a powerful experience that I thought, okay, I have to study what that experience was. And so for years, I've been thinking about how do you study that? Like, what happened there? And so I thought for my PhD research, I really wanted to figure out how that works.
The show showcases a lot of the problems of society that are, existed.
The moral of the story really is that love can conquer death, but it can also conquer divisions between two completely different types of people. The biggest parallel could be the difference between popular kids and not so popular kids. They rarely intermingle, and that's one of the problems, I guess, in any society.
You know, some people who aren't as popular might want to be more popular because they might want to feel more well-liked and everything, and it kind of stinks that people are so divided.
I feel like people try to see through that, but I feel like that divide's kind of already there. It's the same with society as well.
I don't know if there's a ton of opportunities for people to just know each other. You know, is that it? Is it just that in this little bubble that we have for the show, we get to actually know each other? Maybe that's it. When you do theater, something happens. You know, you're a bunch of strangers in the beginning, and then you work really hard, and sometimes you dance silly, and you don't look great, you feel foolish, and then sometimes you reach for something and you achieve it, and something changes in you and the people around you.
When the show began, I don't know, it was a whole new group of people, so it was a little scary, just not seeing the same old faces.
I didn't know anybody in the show, so I had my assumptions, like everyone were already friends.
I didn't know too many people in the show, so because there were a lot of new people and people who hadn't done drama before, so I was a little bit nervous about how people would all interact with each other.
So we did a lot of activities and kind of, not icebreakers, but we did little things to get to know each other more, because when we first started, I didn't know everyone, because there's like a lot of new faces because the musical was at a different time. So the relationship kind of changes with the new people. I'm like more comfortable with them now, and I feel closer and more trusted and just more of a community.
Obviously with the tech crew, we know each other from just doing shows and set builds, but with the actors going into rehearsal pretty much every day, you don't just sit around, you actually start talking to people, and it really helps you make the connection with the actors.
Our typical rehearsal schedule, typically throughout the entirety of the show, has been rehearsals from about 2:45 to 5 or 6 maybe. And it's just actors, a stage manager or two, and the director.
We're at rehearsal right now. I was eating Triscuits, now I'm not. Right now, we're about to get things rolling again.
We've spent an insane amount of time around each other, so it's kind of hard to not know everyone, particularly because it's such a small cast.
We had multiple cast dinners, we had other kind of fun events that Miss Pappas coordinated, and through that it was just extra time for us to form our little drama family.
One of my biggest moments when we all tried that new Haitian food together. Me and some other girl I didn't really know before this, we tried all this food and we're really picky eaters, so that really brought us together.
Once on This Island is a show set in Haiti, so obviously it was really important for us as a cast and as a crew to really understand the culture and what was happening in Haiti, kind of that the show is centered around.
When it first started, Miss Pappas was talking about how she wanted to
make this more of like a community kind of thing. So it's like how she wanted to involve like culture. When I first heard about it, I really wanted to do it because like that's where I'm from. So I kind of wanted to bring that part into it.
We had a huge Haitian meal, which was awesome, and people cooked it for us, and it was absolutely incredible. There were a lot of different foods that none of us had tried before.
Those parents, not all of them were associated with the show. They're just Haitian mothers who wanted to help and show food and give food and be generous, I guess. And you can see how like those, not only the parents but the students of those parents were like so willing to like help, and even the theater kids, they were like helping them cook, and everyone came together to cook that meal. That was great.
I think a lot of people were excited. A lot of people showed up to the Haitian dinner that I was not expecting. Like a bunch of different people from different cliques in school showed up, and I was like, wow, this actually is bringing our community together.
It was fun. It was really fun making the food, actually. It was fun like cooking them and like sharing it, and like it helped like me especially be proud of where I'm from and what I do, I guess. Like having other people appreciate it.
One of the best ones that I think was the Haitian Dance Assembly. So dancers from Jean Apollon Expressions came to our school, and they performed Haitian dance and folklore, a cool little show for us, and after school they led a dance workshop. And that was really cool because we got to learn traditional Haitian dance, and through that we got to really kind of understand the culture, and that helped us with our show because then our show was choreographed based on some of the moves we learned from that master class.
The dance class, that was really fun because I didn't think I was gonna do any dancing, but I'm like, forget this, I'm just gonna dance. And people who weren't even in the play came in.
The choreographer is Haitian, and he blends Haitian themes or like problems he sees in Haiti into his dancing and how he sees it. Like the school very appreciated that greatly. Like I heard a lot of people like buzzing about it.
So it was trying to sort of find ways, interdisciplinary ways, to bring more people into the process instead of it being just the theater people, like we're some sort of clique in the school, and actually sort of like expand the rings of people who are, being able to participate.
It just kind of makes us come together more as a community and makes more people be able to be involved in drama club, even if they don't necessarily enjoy the singing and the acting.
We also, for example, rely on Mr. Pantos, who is graciously providing a project to his class to make kind of like this abstract tree for our show. He's pulling like a bunch of like what we call found objects that you may find after a huge storm, and he's putting that on the tree, and so it would have like a lot more meaning than just like a papier-mâché tree or something like that.
We are helping build a tree for the play, and we're cutting out metal scraps for leaves and putting it on bottles and like lost stuff that you'd find that would like wash off in the ocean.
I think it's pretty cool like that we get an opportunity like to be involved in it, kind of, because I've like never done anything with the play or like that. So I think it's pretty cool that in this class, which I wouldn't expect, to have something to do with the play, that we are like getting the opportunity to.
I do think it'll make us more of a community because it's bringing in a lot of kids that wouldn't usually be helping with these kinds of things and making it together.
There are a lot of things that go into putting a show.
It takes a lot of work from everyone, including its ensemble, its tech, it's the director, it's the actors, it's the principal, it's everyone is putting in all this work, learning their lines, learning the music, learning the choreography. It's insane, there's so many people involved and everyone just working together. It's like, it literally takes their all.
We spent a major amount of time with them and practicing and doing the work, and having that feeling of hard work brings a good show in the end.
So when all of these aspects of our community come together, it just, you'll see it in the show, and everything, it makes the show 10 times better and more accurate and more powerful, I think.
Honestly, I learn more about people every day. I learn how they deal with under pressure and the tight schedule, and everyone's dealt with it so well that I feel like it's even brought me closer to them.
Everyone's fun, everyone's good to work with. Everybody is here because they want to be here, and nobody's forced to be here, which is nice because everyone's invested.
I definitely feel close and comfortable with these people. They feel like family.
I'm making new friends, so before I was kind of like hesitant of like coming to rehearsals and everything, but I look forward to rehearsals now.
Hi, it's Tech Week, and I haven't slept in days, and I don't have any of my homework done, and I'm really stressed.
Tech Week is the week leading up to the shows, our performances. And basically it's when all the costumes are set, all of the actors know or should know all of their lines and blocking and dance moves.
I love Tech Week. Most people hate it so much, but for me it's so fun because we're together for like every hour of the day. Well, not every hour, but we're together a lot and it really bonds us together.
Tech Week is the most difficult but also the most fun part of making a show.
No amount of stage makeup can hide how tired I am right now.
Although Tech Week can get really hard at times, we can all get really angry at each other. In the end, we're all just really happy with each other for like the show that we can put on.
Even though we're not even done yet, I feel like at the end, because this is my last musical, it's gonna be like a very sad night because like I've gotten close to people not only on the actor side but on techs as well, because there's a ton of techie now, and I got to know them all, and they all know me so well.
Doing the show brings people together in amazing ways. We all just like click because it's just a group of misfits that all come together under one cause, and it's awesome.
We have people who were athletes and joined the show. We have people who do a whole ton of different things, but we all came together to put on this show, and I think it's interesting how there's parallels with that and how we're all different in our own way. We all have different backgrounds and like experiences, but through this show, we've all created our own similar experience, and that's what's on this island.
The people themselves, like they're never gonna like go away, because people, if you make friends with people during the shows, you don't stop being friends with them after the show. You continue to be friends with them, and you continue to share the memories about the show, and you continue to share the show in your friendship.
Really, I think the main idea is that the struggles we go through is worth it because they're a struggle. The biggest thing about musicals is that, of course, it's hard. There's a lot of hardships, there's going to be difficulties and challenges and obstacles. But the journey where we go over these things, where we overcome these things, that's the most important thing. And the fact that we do it together as a group, as a community, is the biggest thing that unites us and makes it so worth it because, well, it's an experience like no other.
But that's how we feel about every show, and you know, and then we start all over. And that's the interesting thing. Next show, it's a completely different community we're building, and it's just funny how they sort of overlap, and you know, it's like a giant patchwork.